When David Brooks describes resume virtues, he explains how these are examples of the types of virtues that one would display on their resume. They're more specifically the skills in which you could bring to the marketplace and display characteristics such as hardworking, outgoing, and well-rounded. These virtues are more external, where a person finds themselves representing an input leading to an output. They do something and expect something to happen in return. David Brooks then goes on to explain what eulogy virtues are, and these are the virtues that one would hear about talked about in the eulogy. These virtues usually require a deeper thought, asking you who you are as a person, what are your relationships, and many more questions related to that. People who focus more on eulogy virtues find themselves giving to receive. In order to find the better in a situation, you need to give it up. The main difference between resume and eulogy is expressed through the difference of your desired self and your ideal self or your actual self. And your desired self are your hopes and aspirations related to a person would like to be. And your actual self is an individual's perception of who or she actually is. And one of the main questions David Brooks discusses in the beginning of his talk is the idea around which virtues are more important, resume virtues or eulogy virtues. And most people would say that they believe that eulogy virtues are most important because these are the ones that leave people remembering all the good things about you and things in your life. But although those are the most likely to be the most important of the two of eulogy virtues and resume virtues, they tend to be least thought about in everyday life. So I often find myself being a people pleaser where I always feel the need and want to do what will make other people happy. So therefore, I believe that I often follow a lot of eulogy virtues throughout my daily life. And with this being said, I still find myself struggling with the idea of building a depth of character, specifically fighting my weaknesses. When I'm having a conversation with someone and I find myself feeling guilty for something I didn't even do, I usually just ignore my feelings and do everything I can to help the other person understand and get a hold of their feelings. And I've realized that I need to learn how to stick up for my own feelings and fight my own weaknesses instead of just ignoring them. And I am able to worry about my feelings while also worrying about how the other person's feeling, but I should not set the other person's feelings so far in front of mine that I completely disregard mine. Overall, it is important to remember that everything we do is achieving our resume virtues or our eulogy virtues, and everything we do can be saved by a different aspect in our life, such as hope, faith, love, or forgiveness.